They created this problem, and it was already foretold years ago. So, of course, guys, New York City is now trying to ban mask wearing in the subway system and in stores. Now, this is because of the increase in crime throughout the city. Kids are running into a lot of these stores and just ransacking, taking what they want, and ultimately not getting caught because their face is covered. They're also jumping the turnstile in the train station, and there's no way of identifying these kids. And there's also an increase in crime in the train station as well. And a lot of the crimes are being committed. Kids are wearing a mask, or people are wearing masks. Sorry, not just kids. So of course now, right, with the MTA looking for money, now all of a sudden they want to ban mask wearing in the subway system because, well, too many people are jumping the turnstile and there's no way of them identifying these people. Now, the MTA has a facial recognition system that works. No one really talks about it, but it works. And I had a buddy who worked for the MTA who told me about this facial recognition in depth. And he just told me, believe me, it works. Once they scan your face is in the system. Done. And if you do anything and they want to ban you, they know when you walk in that station again, because your facial recognition pops up when you walk through the cameras. Now, of course, guys, if you do what a lot of kids are doing in the subway, which is they're walking in the subways like this, and then they have a mask in their face, you can't see them. You don't know who they are. Even wearing a hat like this low, you can't see the eyes. And that's how facial recognition works, amongst also identifying the mouth and the nose. So, when people said, hey, don't have people wearing masks haphazardly, it's going to increase crime around the country, because wearing something over your face emboldens you to do something that you would never normally do because you're worried about getting caught. Now, when you put something over your face, you're no longer worried about getting caught. You're going to do whatever crime you're going to commit, whether that's thievery, beating somebody up, rape, or stealing. You're now protected because you got something over your face. Now, a lot of politicians had said that this was a bad idea when they were telling people and encouraging people to put something over your face because of the Mr. 19 event. They said, well, if you do that, when people commit crimes, how are we going to identify them? They said, don't worry about it. It's a situation, the Mr. 19 situation is going on. So fine, people were quiet. Then the event was over. There was no more pandemic. People were just walking around the street living their life. And then they said, well, maybe we should outlaw these mask wearing. This was about 2 years ago now. Maybe we should outlaw people wearing masks in the subway system. And Adam was like, no, because people should be able to wear masks if they want to. This is Adam saying this shit a couple years ago. Now, 2 years later, him and Hochul holding hands like the retards that they are now sitting there going, well, we can't have them wearing a mask because we can't identify them when they commit crimes. No shit, lady. That's exactly what a lot of people said years ago. Because once you introduce this thing on somebody's face, it gives them the courage to act like an asshole and to behave badly. It's always been proven. Always. That's why criminals wear masks when they run into banks. That's why criminals wear masks when they run into stores. This is why they wear masks when they want to steal shit, because no one can identify them. And now, the two geniuses that run, the one that runs New York City and the other one runs New York State, now they're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have them wearing it. We're going to come up with a new law. And that's all these politicians do, especially Democrats. They just come up with new laws. So now, it's unclear whether they're going to arrest people or give them a fine. I think they're just going to give them a fine for now and see where it goes from there. But here's the issue. You're going to give them a fine, and then what? They're not going to show up in court. So unless you do the facial recognition thing and kick them out of the train system, that's going to be hard to do. Because once they're in the train system, then what? By the time you get cops to the location and get these thousands of people that are still going to wear their face coverings in the train station and in stores, how are you going to stop that? Kids do not care about the laws that are currently written. Kids don't give a shit. They do not care. So I don't understand what these laws are going to do. You already created a bad element in the city. You already gave kids the green light to hate on cops, disrespect people, and disrespect the city as a whole. You already gave them the green light. Now you want to pull back? This is why Democrats can't run and should never run a city, because they are stupid as the day is long. So, of course, guys, this is definitely going to be something that I'm going to probably talk about on the midweek report down the line to see how this unfolds and where this goes, because I don't see this working out well. I don't see this even working at all, because again, you gave people the green light to feel safe from not an imaginary disease, but an imaginary situation that wasn't as bad as they were making it. Because again, the CDC just said a couple months ago, oh, you can treat Mr. 19 like the flu now because it's not that bad. We were saying that shit years ago, and they were motherfucking us. They were calling us terrorists. They were calling us bad people. They were calling us selfish. But now it's fine. Now it's okay. So now with that statement a few months ago, the mask should have came off their faces, but they don't. So now they have to come up with a law. This is not going to work out well. I really hope this turns to be a bad thing, because this is going to be glorious. Because Democrats do nothing but prove everybody else right. That they can't run a city and they can't run anything because they are the destroyer of everything. They're just bad people and they're stupid to boot. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.